I hope y'all ready.
Man, bro, it's so obvious that you have not played ball at a professional level, as JJ Redick said to see even.
Yo, that is so crazy. Mad Dog, bro.
Mad Dog.
Bro,
Mad Dog Russo.
imagine you seen me on like the big screen, right? And I'm on one of these talk shows, and I go by Mad Dog. How you feeling?
Oh, brother, this guy stinks. 5, 4.
I don't blame you, bro. I go by Mad Dog.
Yo, my boy Mad Dog.
It's about to go down.
I lagged.
I did that in the wrong order, but always.
Tell me how I lagged. I did the bomb drop earlier than you had put it. I was like, oh, that's really no, that was my fault.
Take two.
Oh, the Donovan Mitchell's heating up.
Yo, cheers, bro.
Cheers.
Another
Mark,
one.
cheers. What you sipping on?
Another one.
Yo, straight absolute vodka right here, baby.
Ooh, man of the people, bro. Yo, Mark, if I told you right now for $1,000 to go out, buy a bottle of Absolute, and drink a quarter of it tonight, would you do it?
For how much?
$1,000.
I could do that.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
I'm not. Yeah, I was just gonna say I don't really got the facilities for that right now.
Man's about the
Facilities for that, bro.
But imagine if I did though, right?
Right.
But what's up, y'all? Episode 218 of the Chillin' with Villains podcast. I am one of your hosts, JB, here with my guys, Ariel and Mark.
Ariel.
We are currently watching Game 5 of the Lakers-Grizzlies matchup. Hope you guys have been enjoying the NBA playoffs for those that watch. And we'll talk about it in the back half of our segment. D-Lo loaded up. Let's go. All right, my fault, guys.
They're Lakers fans. You couldn't tell.
Yes, Ariel and I are Lakers fans. Mark is a Boston Celtics fan. Eunice is a LeBron fan. Sorry, Mark. But yeah, we'll get to talking about basketball in a little bit. Oh, why did Austin Reeves get dropped? But first, I want to talk about Ariel real quick. That Flash trailer. Did he just hit 3 threes in a row again? Let's go, D'Angelo
Mark,
Russell.
I'm sorry. My arm is frozen, bro. I'm sorry.
Yo,
I gotta do the rest of the pod like this, bro.
Yo, we might have to cancel the pod, bro.
This shit might be a dumb.
Nah, chill. Commercial break. Yeah, as you guys can see, we're very entertained about the NBA playoffs
And the Lakers.
But no, yeah, I wanted to ask you, Ariel, how you felt about the Flash trailer that you didn't watch.
Yo,
It was lit.
Came out.
Yo, Mark, talk to me, bro, because I wanna start off with that because first and foremost, our guy Eunice flexing has already seen the film. Has already seen the film.
Yo, and he was chilling with. He was out there chilling with fucking the cast of Blue Beetle, the director.
We bochin chando.
Wait, no, but he posted it, right?
Nah, he posted it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. So then we're not.
Yeah. No, I'm not putting nothing out there that.
Nah, yeah.
But like, not yet.
My son in Vegas, living life, gambling.
Yo, shout out to him. Him and
haram,
Suits, bro.
He went to
Him and
Vegas
Suits
after
fucking-
Ramadan finished, bro. Peep that. Isn't
Wow,
that crazy?
That is crazy.
Isn't that crazy?
Got,
yo?
That's
gotta
a
let
little-
the demons out, bro.
Gotta let the demons out.
But yeah, shout out to him. So he already got to see the film, so I can't wait to hear his non-spoilery talk about it because I definitely don't want anything spoiled. But Mark, like, what'd you think, man? I know you had messaged me and you're like, yo, that shit actually kind of looks wavy.
So yeah, like so I heard like so many like things that like I was like, oh man, all these people are gonna make me like try to like I have to like fight the urge to like be hyped about it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because like all these like people who have seen it already are saying, "Oh my god, it's so good! This, that, and the other. Best thing since the best DC movies
Since the Dark Knight
in the last 20 years."
Bro,
that's what I've heard.
This shit pisses me off so much, bro.
Like, I was like,
What?
so you're telling me this is that level? I was like, nah, no way.
Wait, so is
Like-
Mark being like me about it with the skepticism?
I mean, not, but bro, like,
All right.
people
All
are
right, no,
gassing
listen,
it.
I have skepticism, but like a healthy amount of it. You have an unhealthy amount of it.
Okay, can we unpack
when-
that?
when-
Because I don't
when
know.
when someone says that a movie is going to be better than they're so that statement basically meant that they were that the Flash movie is better than the Dark Knight and Batman Begins and the Dark Knight Rises.
See, with statements like that makes me jaded, bro.
BVS, Man of Steel, like it's saying it's better than all these movies,
Infinity
and I'm
War.
like, no, it said best DC
Oh,
project.
DC, okay.
So,
Well,
you know,
nah, some people are even saying like this is one of the best comic book movies ever made.
Jim
Yeah.
Gunn said it himself.
Bro, Jim Gunn
Jay Gunner.
and then Tom Cruise. That's still so. What I wonder what made Tom Cruise.
Cruise, bro.
What if that's Bochinche? What if that didn't happen and someone like? But like it's from like a reliable source. Yeah,
See,
it's like
that's
it's a-
Bochinche, bro. That's Bochinche.
Nah, it's not
bro.
Bochinche.
You
It's not
saying you
Bochinche.
saying yo, what if like somebody? Just
I mean, I'm just speculating because what if he comes like
Imagine.
I wanna hear Tom Cruise
James
come
is like, yo, I
out
just cash apped you, bro. Like hold it down.
like yo, watch the film, dead ass, and then talk good about it, even
No,
if
just
you
say the
hated it.
statement.
Just say the statement. Don't even watch it. Just say the statement.
so
'Cause
I think oh sorry to keep like but so when all that to say like when I watched the trailer, I was like, yeah, I think this is gonna be really good. I don't know if it's gonna be as good as everyone says. Like you know like the people on like who are going to like extremes maybe, but like
Yeah. What have your thoughts been on it?
I
Like
think it'll be
what about it?
very good.
What about it are you seeing, Mark, that you're like, you know what? I can definitely dig this vibe right now. Like what has caught your attention so far?
I think this is gonna be like something where the reason why I've always loved Flashpoint is because it poses such an interesting question to me that to me is like very, very much like it's funny. So I was watching. Let me preface what I'm about to say with this. I was watching the Raiders of the Lost podcast, right? And I was watching one of their review for The Last of Us Part 2. I'm not hyping it up, Ariel. Just let me finish. And no. I know because when I feel like Last of Us 2 is like both of our like we love that game.
Yeah.
So I just want him to know that
Yeah.
So I'm just saying like that thought of like and I'm not spoiling anything either because at the end of the first game, you're faced with that choice of like you can save one person and doom so many more versus sacrificing and saving so many more. So
The contrast.
you're faced with that kind of thing where, and I love when characters are faced with that because it's like such a, I think no matter how easy people say that choice is, might say that choice is, that's a fucking hard choice.
Yeah. Can I
Imagine your whole life, your parents are like fucked up because of this whole thing. Your mom's dead, your dad's in jail, and you have the power to go back and fix it. Like,
Literally.
I might
Power to go back and fix it.
literally.
Yeah, I might have to go back and rewatch the animated movie because that animated movie, first of all, goes crazy.
I think we should check it out before. I
Yeah.
definitely think we should check it
Yeah,
out before.
I was actually thinking about that too. Yeah, like because and it's just like, I think in that sense, I think it's really going to deliver. I mean, you already heard I can't say. I mean, like, does he know that? What do you know about the movie, Ariel?
I know that Ezra Miller's in it. I know that Michael Keaton's in it. I know that Ben Affleck is in it.
Okay, cool.
That's
so
about it.
That's all I needed to know.
All right.
So you heard Ben Affleck like talking, and I think he's gonna have some lines that in this that you're just gonna be like, oh my god, this dude's dropping bars. Like in terms of dialogue,
Yeah.
Lakers just did something good, I assume, because that's based on that reaction.
And remember we mentioned in one of the last podcasts where he said that this was the best that he's like he feels like he finally found how to play Batman.
We all thought he was damn good before, so I can't wait to see what he means by this.
That's an awesome thing to kind of lead with, though, because now that's in my mind as well. Like me going into the film, like outside of me not even watching the trailer or anything. Like now I have that in my mindset. Like, okay, like I already have my sentiments about Michael Keaton. Like we already know that's the OG. We get it.
Right.
Yeah.
But Ben, who is essentially my... Let me get the soundboard ready, because Ben, who's essentially
your villain?
my LeBron to my Christian Bale, Kobe. You know what I mean? Like in terms of Batman.
Okay.
Like currently now,
the one that rivals Christian Bale's Batman.
Yeah. But Pattinson is on his way.
Oh, word.
Pattinson is on his way.
Yo, we be getting some goated Batman, to be honest.
Like the last three, we've been chilling, bro.
Three-peats.
Yo, we've been three-peated Batman.
Yeah,
they just three-peated, bro.
Three-peated Batman,
like
for sure.
The 90s Bulls, bro.
And then, you think they can four-peat, though?
Oh, word. I mean, we have to. We have a cast.
They have to four-peat.
And then people are even, because a lot of people are asking for the, release the Schumacher cut. So Val Kilmer's up there. Obviously, we got Michael Keaton, the OG, as we just mentioned.
Like Schumacher cut, bro. Like,
so we really realistically haven't had a bad Batman, and that's including George Clooney.
That's about 20 years of no bad Batman. At least,
I'm talking about right. I'm talking about I'm talking about the actor in the cowl. I really don't think we've had like a bad actor or like a bad performance as Batman. But
I agree.
But that's not.
Wasn't.
I mean, bro, look at the script he was dealt with.
No, yeah, that's true.
Like,
like Salt and Pepper King, cuz for real.
Give George Clooney a good Batman movie. I feel like he could do it.
I agree. I agree with that. I think if they ever were to bring George Clooney back, I think he'd just be great at. And I mean, so many would be, but I mean, like a Batman Beyond like type vibe where he's just like the old man who's kind of like bestowing wisdom. And I think he would kill it in that.
Right. Mark, I want to touch on a point that you made a little bit earlier, where you love when the hero deals with the conflict of, saving one person or sacrificing, one person for the greater good. And it was funny because yesterday I was thinking about the Spider-Man game, and spoiler alert for anyone who hasn't seen it.
Yeah.
I'm giving y'all 5 seconds.
Oh, wait, of course. Yo, Soup, shout out to you, bro. You mastered the cough. You mastered the cough.
Spoilers ahead.
Yo, that shit was bothering the fuck out of me.
Yo.
So, okay, spoilers again.
Spoilers ahead.
In that game, when Aunt May is dying, right, and he has the choice. He can either save her or he could save New York City, right, and essentially the entire world. And he's like, I don't know what to do, and she gives him that moment of like, yes, you do, like you're a hero, like this is you're Spider-Man. This is what you do. So it was funny because I was thinking about that the other day, and you just brought it up now, and I'm like, wow, like the Flash's situation is very similar in that aspect where he could go back in time and save his mother, but look at the ripple effects that causes. It almost makes it seem I've actually lost like my belief system growing up was always that, you know, everything happens for a reason, right? I don't believe in that anymore. I think we are just shit just happens. Shit in life just happens. But there are times where, right, there still is yin and yang in the world, and in your world as well. No matter what's going on, right? So I feel like that's the same thing with, you know, the situation with the Flash, where it's like, you know, yes, you could essentially go back in time, but you're gonna break everything, right? So it's just like this one thing happened, and if this one thing didn't happen, you wouldn't be who you are today and what you are today. It sucks. Like, it sucks that it seems like, oh, a sacrifice needed to be made for me to be who I am. Like, why couldn't I just keep it all? But I think, right, to Mark's point, that's what's so beautiful and so tragic about Flashpoint. And I think if done right, I think it can ultimately be a really good. And I said it during my reaction to the trailer, where put everything aside, put all the bullshit that's happening with Ezra Miller. Not saying that they still shouldn't be
held accountable,
because they absolutely should. But I'm saying, in terms of going in to see the movie, putting all that BS aside, putting everything that this movie coulda, shoulda, would have been, right, with the different directors and the different writers, and go in with it to just watch a movie. This is a summer blockbuster, you know, film. It's the Flash's first film on the big screen, you know, after years of production, right? Saying we were going to get this, we were going to get this, we were going to get this.
Eunice was 9 years old when this film got announced.
Right. So, and again, man, I'm gonna read some of the.
I think so, bro.
No.
How old was Eunice in like 2016? 9.
Also, it was on way before. It was going on way before 2016, I think, right?
Nah, that was around the time it got announced.
It was around the time.
Yeah.
Oh, that was like 2015, 2014. Okay.
But look, DC's The Flash is tremendous. Forget DC. It is without a doubt among the best superhero films ever made, an all-timer. Inventive storytelling, fantastic action sequences, great cast, so many nerdy details. I'm in tears at the end. Everything you want from a superhero film and more. This is from Eric Davis. Again, so like, these are people that have seen it at CinemaCon and such, right? So we always take these things with a grain of salt, because they could just be gassing it, right? Marketing ploy, whatever it may be. And off air, Mark, I told Ariel, for me, because I still believe that the Flash is gonna hit a Billy. I still believe in that, and I think what it needs to have it be certified, pun intended, right now, it needs to be certified fresh. Once it gets that stample of certified fresh, the masses are gonna go see it. They're gonna be like, all right, I gotta go see what the hype is about.
I think also, like, if it has really huge wow moments, I think that's also gonna, like, because when people come out of the movie theater, they're like, oh my god, you know what I mean? Like, they're like gonna go crazy. They'll post on their stories and their social media or tweets and like whatever, and like just say like, oh my god, just walked out of the Flash, it was amazing, da 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 da. Like, and then people are gonna be like, see that and be like, oh, I don't have anything to do this weekend, I'm gonna go see this, I heard it was good.
Yeah,
you know, and it's a good movie to start with, because we all know what's gonna happen,
right?
Like, in terms of like James Gunn, you know, coming in and revamping everything. So like, this is gonna be like your kind of intro into Blue Beetle.
Yeah.
So
for sure.
So I mean, I think that, like, actually going back to the point earlier about the choices these heroes have to make and stuff. Like, the thing that's like kind of different though with like between Flash and The Last of Us and then Spider-Man is that Spider-Man, he had Aunt May tell him like, yo,
kind of pushing him to make the sacrifice.
You know what you have to do.
Yeah.
In The Last of Us and in this, you don't have that.
You're like, making the choice yourself. Like,
you're by yourself, you're making the choice, and that's human nature. And that's what I'm saying. It's like, they're gonna choose what they have been dreaming about for their entire lives. Like, or since a certain part in their life, since that traumatic event and whatever happened was taken from them, and they say, I can go back and get this right now.
Yeah. I'm leaving here with something.
And no one's stopping me. Just like, I'm leaving here with something.
Like, you know what's so crazy is that, you know, to kind of tie that back into The Last of Us, like, fam, you legit became an active shooter.
Damn.
Yeah, Ellie back, bro.
You ain't have to go that far, bro.
Fam, that's how dark, but that's how gray that kind of ending is. It's like, bro, this is a brutal choice that you made to now kind of help it's a selfish, brutal choice, you know, and unfortunately Flash has that at his plate as well from, you know, from the very basic.
He doesn't see the effects of what he did, but until later on, I mean, like, he doesn't find out that, well, like, it like, let's take the animated movie, for example, since you've seen that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he doesn't know what he's done until later.
Yeah.
The only difference between Joel and him is that Joel just did everything right then and there and said, fuck this. And, like, you know what I mean? And you saw that. And he went through it and he did it himself. But Flash, he was like, I didn't really understand it, but he did it anyway.
Exactly.
Bro, this dude had to get re-hit. He had to recreate the experiment that gave him powers.
Beast.
That's so beast. He had to go visit another Batman to help him with this shit. And I also love that, which I think a lot of people have also been, you know, saying that everyone's been great. Like, everyone praised.
It's all good all around.
Right. Exactly. Everyone gave great performances. Keaton, Affleck, Keaton, Affleck, Sasha Calle, like Ezra. They all gave great performances, right? At least from what we're getting from the people from CinemaCon. So I can't wait to hear Eunice's non-spoiler, you know, thoughts. I mean, I know he's gonna be hype beast about it, but
he talked. Didn't he, like, post? He posted about it, like, but, like, yeah, I'm curious to, like, talk to him about it.
Right,
like,
exactly. And, like, to have him in stew, like, kind of, like, hearing and seeing, like, how he really felt about it. And I'm sure he'll want to go see it again when it actually comes out.
Oh yeah,
but. Yeah, man. I mean, let's see. It's finally here, right? It's a moment none of us thought we would make it to.
Yeah, I am looking forward to it. I'm still very excited to have the experience to share it with you guys. I mean, assuming we're all gonna check it out together. Is Eunice coming through with us to see it again?
I mean, we could invite him. Yeah.
I don't know if he's gonna be Hollywood about it, because we all know Eunice is that Y in Hollywood.
Yep.
But so I think, you know, just having that Bruce Wayne, Barry Allen dynamic still present. And again, dude, Michael Keaton, OG, great actor. Like, I'm sure, I know it's going to maybe look and feel a little wonky to have, you know, 70, 80-year-old Batman there. But like think about it, right? We still had that, like, in a Batman Beyond, you know, animated series.
Though? Is Keaton LeBron, bro? He's still in the league. He's still in the league, bro.
Wow, Keaton still is in the league.
Year 20.
Yo. This takes place. This actually takes place 30 years after the events of Batman Returns.
Damn, so it's year 30.
Yeah.
God damn.
But yeah, so I'm excited. We'll see what happens with that. Make sure, obviously, guys, we're gonna be doing a review for it. Of course, how could we not?
Yeah.
But yeah, any final thoughts on that?
On the Flash?
On the Flash.
I mean, with everything that James Gunn said, you know, the internet so far, and Eunice as well, I am looking forward to the experience. I'm looking forward to being in the seat. Like, I'm there. I was sold on the film by the simple fact that it's the Flash. Like, it's gonna be cool. It's gonna be cool to see.
Yeah.
I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad you're being optimistic.
The thing is that guys, even though I sound cynical and jaded and stuff, whatever, Mark.
Like, you literally just said a couple minutes ago. See, that's the stuff that makes me jaded.
Yeah, when people be like, "Yo, nah, you gotta see it though, bro. You gotta see it. You have to see it. Like, make time out of your all right, dude, relax, chill out.
All right, bro.
Yo.
Nah, but I do go with good intentions. Like, I do want to get entertained and see a good story.
I know that's not how you felt for Shazam.
Actually, I sat down like, yo, I might laugh a lot.
This was me the whole movie.
That turned into me the whole film, because what do you want me to do? You want me to lie?
No,
but we never want you to lie.
Yo, Mark is here talking like he freaking had a blast during Shazam, bro. Get out of here.
I never
man.
said that. Did I say that?
It's just like, come on, man.
Did I say that
be
though?
Real. Be real, though.
Guys,
Did I
go
say
check
that?
out our Shazam Fury of the Gods
Yeah,
podcast.
that's great.
You know what's crazy to me though? There was a ton of deleted scenes that they started posting where I'm like, why did y'all delete this? Like this was so cool. Y'all really just could have kept this, and you know what I mean? Like I just don't know. I just don't know.
Didn't the director like say like, yo, this is like me, like go through and through?
Nah, yeah, but I'm saying regardless, like some of the choices are just weird, like choices to like delete this. Like, yo, I felt like I would have felt more for the characters if you kept this in.
Even with like with them not including, you know, the kid Billy as much. Like, dude, what are you doing?
Yeah, but guys, go check out a review for that.
Yeah, we already did that. We were running through it.
Heading into some more bochinche, guys. If you haven't noticed by now, we really have no shows or films to talk about at the moment.
Really going on.
But we are working up a schedule to revisit past, you know, film franchises and such. I'm catching up to the Aliens because we're definitely gonna do a podcast on the Alien series because, of course,
new supercut coming soon.
I'm very excited for that. Very excited to watch Prometheus and Covenant and see what that's all about. But yeah, so while we work that out for the next few weeks, today we thought, you know, let's just kick back, kind of just talk about recent news. And some of the recent news that we've been getting is actually, that's some bullshit, bro.
Yeah, this is really crazy right now.
Sorry, guys, we're still watching the Lakers game. So our guy, Book of Boba Fett, was talking shit.
Wait, he was talking. Wait, so you're telling me?
Not talking shit, but talking his shit.
All right, okay. So what's the context now? What happened?
He was talking shit.
Here's a quote. Yeah, here's a direct quote. I'm going to read the direct quote.
He was talking shit.
I was supposed to be in The Mandalorian season 3, but nobody rang me. This sounds like Stan, right? I was waiting for the phone call in New Zealand, waiting and wanting to give up. Well, that Mando guy stole a few chapters of my book. It was.
That's what I'm saying. He was tight.
Stole a few chapters, fam. You invited him for help.
He's saying like,
all right, bro, come on. We talking this from an actor perspective, like.
Right, yeah, you're saying like he said he wants to Pedro, okay. Yo, bro.
All right, you got it.
You should come into the show, bro.
You got it.
Where was I? After that dumb shit. It was painful watching him turn up with some black new lethal sword. And the way he turned up in my Book of Boba, he just destroyed everybody. I'm sure this guy is ruining my show, but I couldn't say anything. I'm not the writer, so I have to bear it, I guess. I think there's a few changes going on. We also come under the big umbrella known as Disney now, too. So it's one of many previous few conversations we had in LA. The dialogue began like, oh, look, we're having a few changes. We're having a few cutbacks. And while you hear that on the different finish of the road, it's no good attempting to barter any more cash that's for positive. So we'll see what occurs.
Slightly took a left turn there.
Yo, my guy was ringing off shots.
Bro. Yeah, he
got
cooked.
it right the first time. He was
cooked. How you pronounce his first name so I don't butcher it? Temuera Morrison. Boba Fett. That was him, direct. Yeah, for sure, bro.
That is wild. He is salty.
I mean, in a way.
Yo, it's the third quarter, guys. It's the third. Like, relax. See.
Bro, the Lakers are losing tonight. I'm convinced already.
That's crazy. That's actually crazy. It's the third quarter, like, and these guys are popping bottles in the third, like Mario.
This is why we're mixing the podcast with the game, because the podcast I feel like really helps me, like on a personal.
Like wind down.
And like, cause I can already feel myself getting super aggravated, and I don't want to get aggravated. These are grown men getting paid millions of dollars. Why am I gonna be upset with them?
To throw a ball in
a fucking hoop. And you know what? Nothing's gonna change. I have to wake up at 6:30 in the morning tomorrow, so I am not gonna let them ruin an hour. No, not a minute of my sleep.
Fucking crazy.
All right. After that rant.
Yo, we
But
put some shots
real
on her.
quick on Boba. Nah, but I mean, again, I still found that whole situation so weird, bro. Like, I don't know why they made his show, like why they did 2 episodes. And don't get me wrong, because here's my thing. Let me start from jump with my whole issue with Boba Fett to begin with, because correct me if I'm wrong. How much screen time do you think he got in Star Wars? In Star Wars prior to him having his own show, how much screen time did Boba Fett really have?
About 2 minutes.
10 minutes.
10 minutes, fam?
No,
shot.
2.
About like
Yeah,
2,
5-ish maybe tops.
So 2 to 5, we're saying.
Between
2 to 5 minutes.
5 is generous, bro, because he legit got swallowed up.
And that's what I'm saying. Am I maybe I'm
Fast
missing
forward.
something? Maybe I'm missing something on. It just registered in my head. Y'all are dumb. Yo, you ever saw that video of Kawhi where one of his teammates goes in the locker room and he was like, I forgot what he says. He's like, oh, you got that polo on? He's like, you stupid. This New Balance. That just reminded me of that. Yo, you gotta find that shit.
Yo, somebody's saying, nah, this is New Balance, bro. Chill.
He's like, huh? You stupid.
Yeah, put some respect on my name.
But that's how I felt with y'all just now. I was like, you stupid. But nah, bro. So my whole issue with him at first was that people were gassing him, bro. And again, unless I'm missing something from like the comics or like some video games or like the Christmas special or like whatever.
Christmas special.
Like people were gassing him. I'm like, bro, he legit had like no screen time. Like, why is this dude so popular
His
amongst
only
the
bar,
fans?
I think, was like, I need him alive. That's all he said, bro.
Like, I was like, okay, whatever. So then when we do actually get his show, I'm like, okay, cool. Like, I'm trying to learn more about, Boba, because we really don't know much about him. And then we actually get a pretty, in my eyes, a pretty cool backstory, like the first few episodes.
Yeah.
And then everybody was just shitting on it, like, yo, who asked for this? Y'all did, motherfuckers. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Like,
Because legit, Boba got popping because of the fan base, the fandom. There was a niche group of people that were just like, yo, we fuck with this guy. He's cool. He's mysterious. He's a bounty hunter. Like, he's way...
Boba Fett was never intended to be a tentpole of the Star Wars brand. That much is clear from his 4 lines of dialogue and 6.5 minutes of screen time across the entire original trilogy.
like...
6.5 minutes.
Like, that's what I'm saying. That's why I was super like I was just super confused that like where all this like commotion was coming from.
I agree.
And
Trust me.
And okay, cool. So then whatever, we get his show, we get the backstory, and then we get 2 episodes where he has like a minute of screen time in his own like that's OD. Like that, you know how people this
That's
season
like disrespectful.
You see how people this season in oh yeah, this game is clipped. Can I turn this shit off?
I mean, if...
Nah, I'm not gonna turn it off. I'm gonna wait till 5 minutes and then I'm gonna turn it off. It's a 22-point game.
Just chucking,
like they're just this is ridiculous.
Nah, they really forcing a game.
I did like that, but like I just can't appreciate. I just can't appreciate that.
I don't
right now.
like
I'm sorry.
that I did that. I don't like because that's like almost making an excuse for them.
But yeah, man. So oh my god, I'm turning it off, bro. I can't watch anymore. I'm sorry. I'm turning it off. Can I turn it off?
Go ahead, bro.
Just turn it off.
Yeah, I'm turning it off. Ew.
Ooh,
Ew.
Memphis.
Ew. All right, the TV had to update anyway, so good thing I did that.
Whatever.
Guys, we turned off the Laker
we're
game.
zoned in. We're zoned in. The pod is starting now.
Oh, the Knicks are gonna win.
Oh yeah, the shout out the Knicks, shout out New York.
Yeah, for real.
But so yeah, so then we get his show, we get those episodes, and then 1 minute of screen time in 2 of them. Like, I don't know, it was just super weird. And then I saw people on Twitter like, although I didn't mind, like I didn't care if he showed up in this season of Mando or not. But like people were like, oh, like I'm surprised like he didn't even like get to show up on Mando. So maybe my guy got beef with the studio right now.
Maybe.
And maybe they don't want to do Boba. Maybe the reception of the show, which is like, well,
kind of mid, yeah.
I don't know, bro. It was super weird, and I saw someone wrote something which was an interesting question. Or not question, but the statement they made was Mando should have been Boba should have been what Mando was. Like that should have been his story. Like obviously you got to tweak it a little bit because we have a little bit of backstory on him, but. They could have done the Mando story just with him being like the first, because I saw someone say, "Yo, he's like technically the first like Mandalorian." It's like, bro, what? First of all, he's not even like a true Mandalorian like that. Like
he's like super set tripping. Like he's just he's just riding the wave of the
and we
armor and
wouldn't
stuff.
have
Like,
known because he got 6.5 minutes of screen time.
And 4 lines of dialogue.
Like, we don't know shit about him. I don't know, man. I read that and I was like, yo, it's just super weird to me.
When it comes to stuff like that, I think it's great to kind of even go into the product. Like, okay, this is a character who's legit just his whole hype is based off of fandom. So for me, the stakes weren't that high when I was watching the show. I was just like, yo, we are now getting a high budget Boba Fett TV show. That sentence is incredible on its own.
Right.
Like I'm just glad that we got it. I mean, it does feel a little bit weird that they had a whole episode called The Mandalorian.
Like that is crazy.
I think it's crazy. What's crazier to me is that they could have done whatever they wanted. I feel like with this guy.
Did though.
No, but I'm saying like, and that's what we got.
Oh, okay, I understand what you mean.
Like, look at Andor, right? Like, if you're obviously, he was in Rogue One and he was this pretty central character and he had obviously a lot of lines of dialogue and a lot of screen time, but it was a movie, and it was a one-off movie where spoiler alert, they all die at the end. So it's just like it didn't feel, you know what I mean? And then for them to take that for that character and say, because they basically took that character and said, "Oh, we have a lot of free range here. We can make something."
Face of the rebellion, bro. Like, and then everybody's thinking that Luke is.
Then they make a show. You stupid. That's Andor.
Yo, I'm gonna find that shit because I gotta play that joint, bro.
But
that shit is
they
so
take
funny.
They take a character like Andor and they make an amazing show. Like you know what I'm saying?
Guys,
it's like
check out our
they
Andor
fumbled it
podcast.
so bad. They fumbled it so bad. I feel like they could have. Like that's your time to shine right there. Do whatever the fuck you want. Fuck the fans. That's when you can say fuck
Yo, fuck
in
the
terms
fans.
of not fuck the fans in terms of a bad way, but fuck the you know what I mean? Like fuck the like the people saying, oh, it has to be accurate to this and that. Like you're good. You can literally do pretty much within means, but almost anything you want. And that's what we got. It's crazy.
But yeah, I just when I saw that, man, I just couldn't help but just wonder, like, kind of to your point, Ariel, like, because then you kind of do see, like, if there's friction between the actor and the studio, because I don't know, it just had no sense of direction to me. Like, it was like, okay, like you
because he goes from being this badass bounty hunter that basically used to work for Jango Fett, and now his morals changed like drastically after having a near-death experience, and now he's like.
That makes sense.
No, I'm cool. I'm super,
but not,
bro,
not
I'm super
changing
cool with that.
immediately.
No, but I'm kind of just like legit kind of really kind of collapsing and simplifying what he went through.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to find the direction in that by repeating that. That's what I'm saying. Like I'm trying to see like, okay, so he did this and that. What is the point of all this?
Mm-hmm.
I think there's something bigger at play that maybe that.
Oh yeah, we have the film.
Filoni,
and
Filoni's
apparently
he's
together,
I just hope I hope they wrap it up in a nice little bow, because it would really suck for that character to get recast and us have to deal with an entire new person or something.
Dude,
or him just stay in the suit the entire time without taking his helmet off.
Dude, like I've been like Clone Wars is dope, man. Clone Wars is dope. It's definitely heat.
I'm glad you sent me that list. I'm gonna check it out.
Whenever y'all do get a chance, check it out. I have been watching it, and like, cause there's just things in the show that it just ties back in. It just makes, cause Brian, remember what he sent in the chat where he's like, "Yo, JB is slowly gonna start hating the sequels." I'm like, no, bro. If anything, it's making me love the sequels even.
Because
it just makes me love the lore so much more.
Yeah, because they expanding.
Again, it's so vast, bro.
Yeah.
It's so vast. Yo, but real quick, I found the video, bro.
Helps you grow as a player. Helps us get better as a team. You stupid.
You stupid.
Oh,
send me that.
As a team. You stupid.
I'm putting that.
There's New Balance.
He's like, this ain't Burberry. There's New Balance.
You stupid.
Yo, Kawhi a funny dude. I'm gonna send that to
Send
you.
me that. Yeah, I'm gonna put that on the song. You stupid.
But guys, I mean, that's pretty much for the most part, I think, what we got from recent news. Let me just check our story real quick. Eunice is bum ass. See if there's anything else. Nah, that's pretty much it. In terms of like news like that. But right now, guys, so if you just came through to talk a little geek talk, thanks for coming through. Right now we're gonna transition a little bit to some NBA basketball talk, some playoff talk.
Yeah, I think it's the first time on the pod that we're doing this.
Nah, that's not true. We talked basketball on the pod.
It was brief, but like we kind of went over.
But brief, like I think it's like
On the Jermaine episode of the podcast we did. That's when we talked about J. Cole's new album.
Yeah,
because he went to go play. Remember when he went to go play in fucking what was it? Thailand,
Africa.
He went to Africa. That's crazy. Dude just dropped the album. Was just like, all right, I'm out. I'm gonna go play pro ball. But yeah, so for those that are still NBA fans, because I know there's plenty of people that are NBA fans that listen to our podcast. So thank you for continuing to listen. And even if you don't, maybe if you want to get encouraged and start watching, NBA playoffs to me are the second most exciting feeling that I get for sports, for sure. Number one to me has to be the World Cup and anything. I mean, obviously for me, anything footy. When it's like a big, Champions League final, knockout round, World Cup knockout round, even group stage World Cup, anything World Cup.
Yeah.
But then NBA basketball is just right up there as well. Just the intensity, the level these guys are playing at is just ridiculous. There's finally some good defense being played, throughout for the most part.
Yeah.
So as stated in the beginning of the podcast, and Ariel and I were watching the Lakers. The Lakers were hanging on so well. They were doing everything they were supposed to hang into the game, and then they just completely lost sight of the game. I'm just gonna check the score just in case I see what I like. Don't. 19-point game. 19-point game.
Yo, you know what? Something has to be said.
It's Wednesday.
What the hell is going on?
April 26th. Game 5.
Then I'm still telling you, they stink.
Lakers down 19.
Period.
But again, shout out New York. The Knicks have advanced to the second round. That was big time.
Yo, you know what? Yo, shout out to New York, bro. Let's fucking go.
The real New York team. Sorry if you're a Brooklyn Nets fan. You were in Jersey at one point. No, nothing wrong with Jersey. I'm just saying, like, they wasn't established in New York. You know
shout
what I
out
mean?
to Jason Kidd and Vince Carter. That whole era was crazy. Bro, they played against the Lakers in the finals, bro. That was crazy.
That was crazy. But yeah, I mean, Mark had a heartbreak last night with his Boston Celtics.
Guys, I have to vent about it real quick. Like, so many things, bro. Like, so I've been a Celtics fan, and some people will inevitably call me probably a bandwagon person or whatever.
Wow.
But I've been a fan since like the 07-08 season. And let me tell you why. I never watched basketball like that. I was just
where we became bitter rivals.
And I was just a fan of players. I liked Tim Duncan. I liked Shaq. I liked all these other people. And then I kind of liked Pierce for a second, and then that became KG, and then Ray Allen, and then Rondo, and then Rondo is like probably like my favorite player, like my favorite player to watch, I guess, like that I've watched in a Celtics uniform.
Yeah.
But so ever since then, I've been a fan. And we haven't obviously won championships every year, so you can't still call me a bandwagon fan. Just want to let everybody know.
Yo, it's been a minute.
It's been a minute. Oh wait, bro.
It's like it's
15
been
years.
It's been a minute for y'all, but put it into perspective. Where do you mind grabbing me another one?
Yeah, I'm bringing it to you.
Oh my
Where we were
fault.
in the
Why'd you
we were
just
still
get two?
Because I wasn't sure.
it was nice because we were still like kind of in the playoffs, like
Oh no,
a decent amount of times.
But then I think of franchises that like don't even got rings, bro.
Yeah.
Like how crazy is that? Like there's cities that have not experienced the pleasure of a championship. And hold on. Satisfying.
And so I have to rant about this game real quick because oh my god. So Joe Mazzulla, who is the current head coach of the Celtics, he drives me fucking crazy sometimes. Like it's like he doesn't adjust his game plan. It's like so Derek White has outplayed Marcus Smart like a lot of games this year. And like whenever Marcus Smart is having a bad game, it always seems that he just leaves him out there and doesn't let Derek White just go in and sub in and stop like some of the bullshit. Like
what do you think it is? What do you think goes through coaches' minds sometimes?
I think it's respect. I think it's a mutual respect with players, and I think that Marcus Smart is a leader on the team, and he is. Like I can't take that away from him. He is obviously I think he's a great leader, but the problem is that he sometimes he just gets he can just like be mistake prone, like. And it's not even, I don't even know if it's his own fault or anything, but it's just like he just goes and then he fucks up. Like he's making mistakes. And it's like a domino effect. And then one leads to another and another and another. And then before you know it, a 10-point or a 13-point lead is now 2 points. Like, and that's all because he might set an illegal screen, or it's just like little chain reactions that just fuck up the flow, right? So Derek White has just been phenomenal, especially this series, phenomenal. And so I think it's just stupid. At this point, you're at game 5, closeout game, you're up 13. Put Derek White in the game and leave him there. Like, just say, Smart, like, just sit down. We're going to save you for for the next round for the Sixers. We're gonna need you to guard Harden. We're gonna need you to guard Maxey. Like, just keep him on the bench just for like this season or for series, just for the game, because he's just like, it just wasn't working out. He was having a bad game, and I'm not gonna put it all on Marcus Smart or Joe Mazzulla, because Tatum taking 11 3-pointers and going 1 for 11 is not helping anybody.
Talk your shit.
Dude, I'll never understand this part. Like,
my guy was stressed last night, bro.
Dude.
That's why I didn't even want to say nothing, because I was like, yo, like I'm gonna just let Mark rock. Yeah. Like
I'm so happy, bro.
Because
I was waiting for somebody to say something.
I know if it was me, bro. Like I wasn't even gonna say no dumb shit.
I was sleeping, so
I wasn't gonna say no dumb shit. I was just gonna be like, damn, like Hawks didn't want to like go away, because bro. The game, like literally, like I was doing laundry, right? And I turn, I'm like, damn, Celtics wrapped it up. Like it's a dub. Yeah. And then, bro, I come back and I'm like, this game is a little closer than perhaps they would like right now. And then the Hawks were just getting buckets, and they were just making defensive stops. And I was like, ooh. Like, and before I knew it, the Hawks were up by like 2. I was like, what the fuck?
So here's what my motto would be if I was a coach. If anybody on my team is shooting, it's like 1 for 5,
Coach Mark,
or 0 for 5, or 0 for 6, I'm telling them, you're not shooting another fucking 3-pointer unless you're Steph Curry. You're not shooting another or Klay Thompson. You're not shooting another fucking 3-pointer unless you're wide fucking open.
Damn,
I
it's
want
like
you to
that.
drive to the ball. Drive the ball.
That's
because,
actually because you're gonna draw fouls. You're gonna make
and
contact.
what happens when you draw fouls?
You make points. You get shot attempts.
No,
you get
to the free throw lines, and then you know what happens at the free throw line? You get into a rhythm, and then what happens? You start making your threes.
Exactly.
It's like I don't understand this. Like, and even if you don't get a foul,
I'm there.
Even
with
if
Mark.
you don't get a
I'm there
foul,
with Mark,
even if you don't get a foul, you dish it out. You move the ball. You collapse the defense.
I get
especially
it, man.
when you're Tatum.
I get it, but I feel like it happens so often that it's something that we just have to be there to experience it. Like what if we were in their shoes?
Oh,
Dude,
like
no.
you know what I mean?
No, I'm saying the
know,
coach.
but
I'm
even-
saying as the coach, you should
Yeah,
have
but-
your.
but I get it, though.
Somebody should be. You have a huge coaching staff. Somebody
Yeah.
should be watching the fucking box score and saying, "Oh,
Yo, he's
oh no,
ass
that's another
right
miss.
now. He
That's
is
another
ass
miss.
right
That's
now.
another miss. That's another miss." And then you go up to the head coach and say, "Hey, you might want to tell him to start driving the ball and either looking for other people or looking to get contact and fouls." That's it.
I feel like to an
Like-
extent they are though, and sometimes it just doesn't work.
Maybe the
It
players,
just doesn't
maybe
work.
the players just don't listen. I mean, yeah, that's true. Maybe that's true. But
And-
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I feel like you would have heard something about this. Like, you know what I mean? Like some coach would have just been like, I told him, don't look at me.
Yo, it's mad
shit.
simple. I tell them if you not scoring, stop, stop shooting.
Just stop. No, but the thing is also is just you get for example, prime example here with the Laker game when they're down so much, and they're just trying to get some momentum going. They start just chucking up threes, and that's to me I feel is one of the detriments of the game now. Is just like, oh, let me chuck threes up to see if we get some rhythm going.
Like,
Well,
like
once you're down so
could
much,
tell-
though,
yeah.
there's no point. There's like, once you're down
mean-
by like 20 points in the fourth quarter, what else can you do? I mean, right now, do you guys want me to tell you the
Play.
score?
Nah. I'm saying nah. I'm looking at the score. I mean, they kind of baby. If they.
I mean, they've been at 106 for a minute, bro.
That's what I'm saying. If the Lakers could get a baby run going right now, like I'll turn the game back on. But I'm not doing that right now because I don't want to get my heart broken, get my hopes up.
Right.
But my thing is like, it's something about just how and that's why basketball is so interesting to me compared to like something like football, guys soccer for the Americans.
Ridiculous. gotta break it down for them.
Fuchi ball. Like it's such a big pitch, right? So there's only so much that certain players can do, right? But with basketball, even though the court is like you would be gassed playing on a
96 feet,
Oh, yeah.
But there's just so much more room for one or two players to really make like a big difference on both the offensive and defensive end, like every other play.
And on top of that, they're giant men, so it's just like it's like there's
right.
no room. There's
So
no room.
and it's just so crazy to me to see a team just get knocked. Like the game of basketball is very much momentum.
Yep.
And I was telling Ariel this earlier, Mark, where the game now it's like a team could be, and especially early, right? If a team is up 15 to 20 points nowadays, that really doesn't mean much. Like especially in the first quarter, like you're up 20, cool. Like honestly, to me, the chance of you losing that lead are higher than you maintaining it or increasing it.
Real shit.
Sometimes you obviously get where teams are just absolutely just getting destroyed. It's like, but like it is not their night. They are getting washed. Or it really was just the other team's night. Like they were just making all these threes and whatever. Yeah. But it's such like a back and forth, and that's why some of these games have really just come down to the wire. Like, dude, Himmy Butler.
Dude,
I was watching that shit. I was like, yo, he really was like, yo, Miami, come here, come here. Yeah, I'm putting out on my back right now. Like this is what we're doing. Yo, they win tonight. The favorited Milwaukee Bucks are out of the NBA playoffs. That's insanity.
That's wild.
That's crazy.
First round.
But then another thing, because here's my thing. I look at some of these teams, right? Because so I love after games, like kind of just revisit and be like, all right, like let's talk about these teams real quick. Like who realistically has? Because this year, bro, a lot of teams have a chance. It really is. Yeah, like.
Especially the West.
Yeah. I mean, I would say even the East, low key. Like, because here's my thing though. The Miami Heat. I didn't even expect them to get through the Bucks, and again, they might not, right? Giannis and the Bucks could turn it around. Again, Giannis was hurt, but
that's the thing. His injury, I think, it might be overlooked because that could also go into why they've been playing kind of lackluster recently.
Oh, of course, you're missing arguably the best player in the league right now.
He took a hard fall there. That was crazy.
But the Heat did manage, and again, it was his first game back, but they did manage to beat the Bucks with Giannis on the floor. Yeah. But let's see tonight. I feel like Giannis is gonna go off tonight, or Jimmy Butler might go off again tonight and end this shit. But I look at them. I don't think the Heat have enough to really. And again, I could be wrong because they were conference finals. They made the conference finals last season, right? To me, dude, the Celtics will always be one of those teams that are just in it.
Come on, man.
They're just in it. Like you can never count them out in the East. Like they will. Yeah. Mark, I know I'm gassing you.
Bro. Yo, you gotta chill with the guys, bro. Like,
bro,
I 93 right now.
I pay 93 right now. Bro, I pay my respects where respect is due.
Nah, yeah, give the Celtics their flowers. You know what? Let me. The Celtics.
Like it's a Celtics Lakers rivalry for a reason, right?
Yeah.
The two head honchos of the NBA that are constantly going at it and competing. But and then Philly right now, if Embiid could stay healthy, I could see them making a good push for it as well. And I feel like Harden molds well with this team because he plays really like just fluid in that team. And him and Joel like feed well off of each other.
Yeah, but the thing is that you don't really Harden. The offense doesn't need to be fed through Harden anymore. Like they could just go through Embiid and have Harden as an option, which is pretty much why
that's what they've been doing. That's what they've been doing, and I think Harden's kind of regained his form of like Houston Harden, where it's not, but like in terms of the facilitation a little bit more, and like you see he with a combination of like. He doesn't have to take every shot. He can now like he's got. I think this Harden is like a much more
refined. You think?
I think I guess he's just accepted his role.
Exactly. He's more playmaker Harden.
One. Yeah, he's playmaker Harden who can then make that step back three now. He doesn't have to be shooting all the time to have that rhythm now. I think, which is a big problem that I think.
Nut shots, bro. Like I used to
crazy.
Nah, he was going crazy in Houston though. He arguably should have. They should have made a NBA final that season that they lost to Golden State if Chris Paul didn't get hurt. Yeah. And now looking at to me, and then the Knicks just got a huge personally, a lot of people and myself included thought that series was going to 7. Knicks just waxed them in 5. Gentleman sweep. Like, cool. They got that one game where they kind of, led early by a lot, and that was the only game they won.
Yo, Knicks tape, bro.
I mean, but here's the thing, man, and a lot of people, and especially in the game of basketball, like I said, one or two guys can make a difference for sure, but when a team is at its best is when at any given day, one of the dudes, someone is going to step up tonight. Yeah. Who's going to be the one to do it? And that's why, although I feel like Phoenix could have a really deep run in the West, Phoenix has no bench. And you're going to have to rely on Devin Booker and Kevin Durant to play for 40-plus minutes, especially if they encounter a team like Denver, who, and to me, bro, like we're gonna need to have some serious conversations because Denver should be winning the NBA championship with their squad and their squad
Denver
depth.
Is bugging out right now.
But I feel like Denver will end up choking eventually, in whatever stage they come across.
That's like their deal, bro.
Like,
I'm an just what Laker fan. Like we used to play them in the conference finals all the time. It was just like, the Nuggets.
If they're ever gonna win, though, this is the year to do it.
That's what I'm saying. Like
they have the finals.
They have really good pieces.
They have good pieces, but also the West is in disarray.
Disarray.
It's true. I mean, the Kings and Warriors are playing each other too. That series has been the best series of the year.
Oh yeah,
fam, it's been so fun to watch.
The Kings. I
love it. I always had a soft spot in my heart for the Kings, ever since like Rondo went there and he was playing with DeMarcus Cousins. Back when Cousins was at like the peak of his powers, he was. I recently watched highlights again of him. He was insane.
Yeah.
I wish he stayed healthy, man. Like, and
Yo,
he wasn't.
You got picked up by the Lakers, bro. That was crazy. We're like, yo, it's over. It's
Yeah,
over.
and everyone was like,
this is it. This is it.
We got
I remember
DeMarcus
that.
and Dwight Howard. Let's go.
NAD, who's stopping us?
Marcus All.
GD Bus, what are you doing?
But like, I think it's like, to your point though. This is the sport that this is my favorite sport, right? So like,
Football.
Welcome.
Stop, bro.
No,
I will reiterate, I do not want that psychopath in the studio.
Yeah, I'm good. But I think to your point, it's like one or two players, like when they can, especially when the story is just like amazing, you know, like or the backstory of the whole thing is amazing and it makes you root for this person. Like I remember one of my favorite games to watch was, I mean, it was like, you know, rest in peace, but Isaiah Thomas's sister, when she had passed in the car accident, and then he had the game like the next day,
Right.
and dropped 50 something, and like it was insane. Like
He was balling, man.
and he was
Yeah.
out of his mind. He was unconscious. Like this was the year that he got MVP votes. Like he was insane. I was just like,
Another
I was
former
watching.
Laker.
I was just like, but actually,
Yeah.
like actually like that. Like
No,
no
it's
exaggeration. I
it's
think
one of those
that's
other
the game that made
sports.
me be like, I love
Yeah.
basketball.
It's-
Like
Yeah.
It's one of those other sports, man, where
Genuine.
it's just like you feel that sort of like holy shit, like when a game is
Linsanity.
tied and Linsanity.
Linsanity, dude, that was insane. I
That
was
was
actually looking
crazy.
forward to watching Knicks games.
That was a great week in New York.
Bro, Jeremy Lin was balling.
That was more than a
bro.
week. It was
yeah,
a
that was like a
month.
month. That was like a month.
Months.
Really?
That was like a
Linsanity
month.
was a month?
He led them to the playoffs. Don't forget.
Damn, maybe
and
I
the
was
next
still
year,
salty because Kobe was like, I remember Kobe being like, who?
Yeah, and then he dropped 38 on his head.
All right.
Yo, the
Relax.
disrespect.
Not on his
bro.
head. Not on his
Relax.
head. Not on his head.
Relax,
Derek
bro.
Fisher's head.
Derek
Fisher
Fisher.
said.
Yo, shout out to D Fish, bro.
Yo, chill, bro.
He
D
Fish.
Swish.
Yeah, hit the shot.
Nah, his joint was crazy,
slingshot.
bro. His joint was crazy.
slingshot.
But like he used to knock him down.
Nah,
like
bro. Yo, Sean Marion.
No, yeah. He made him when he made him when
Sean
he needed
Marion
to.
just chucking that shit, just throwing that shit like
bro,
nothing.
yeah, dude's a nice man. So like right now, like I'm intrigued. Even I will say this, all things considered, Ariel, our Lakers, like with the back and forth season that we had, like we've come a long way to even be in this position, one game away from now we got to take this shit back to Los Angeles. Handle business in Game 6, whatever. I'm a little upset about it, but and the thing that's funny, man, is being in the Laker space, like on Twitter and shit. And I just hate when I see dudes like LeBron this, LeBron that, like Lakers fans saying this. I'm like, bro, this dude is 38. Like he does not have the capacity to do what he was doing in Cleveland and with Miami, where he's like, all right, I'm just gonna take over the game and take out bumps here. And which is also still not accurate either, because the other night he was like, yo, all right, like I'm gonna just come up big time and seal us the win.
Like, come on.
Like, but people just gotta understand, and it's kind of crazy that we're about to see a whole new kind of generation flood in. Like realistically, LeBron has probably what? Like, I mean, people been saying this for years, where they're like, oh, realistically, how many more years he got? And then he puts up another like 5. So I don't know. I think he wants to play with his son, and then he'll call it quits. At least like one season with his son. But either way, man, I don't know. I'm not totally like there. I'm not convinced yet that the Lakers can win the championship. If they get past Memphis, I'll be like, all right, cool. Like, I really, again, going back to the Suns, no real depth without their starting lineup.
You need a bench. Every championship team has a bench.
But they got 2 really bad men on that team. They got 2
got
really
D'Angelo
bad men on
and
that
D-Book.
team.
Yeah, of course.
They probably have the best starting, like one of, if not the
They have
best,
the best starting
top
lineup in the
three.
playoffs right now.
Top 3,
Bro,
top 2.
Ayton, Chris Paul, Devin Booker, KD, And who's the bum ass?
The bum
Who the
ass.
bum ass guy? All right, you're right. They might have the second. Who's the first? You would say then Denver.
No.
Let me guess. I want to guess at this. The best starting five in the playoffs right now. Philly. You gonna say
He's
Boston?
gonna say Boston. Yo, Mark is a hater, bro.
No.
Y'all do
No,
not got
like,
the best
let me
starting
tell you.
five right now.
Like, hey, listen.
Hey.
You stupid.
Tatum and Brown can guard, and they can give you any team 30 or 40.
Al Horford starting?
Al Horford's a fantastic defender, and he can shoot.
And
He's
he's
a
not-
spot up
Bro,
shooter.
if Al Horford's in your lineup, you're not the best team in the league. I'm kidding. I like Al Horford.
And
I
then
love it when we're toxic.
if he's not even starting, then
Grant
Rob
Williams the third.
Rob Williams,
Bro, that's why
Rob
the
Williams
Celtics
is a
GM looks like Jim
fantastic-
Carrey.
fantastic defender.
What'd you
Like
say?
he's one of the best defenders in the league at his position. And then you have either Malcolm Brogdon, Marcus Smart, Derek White. Like
Nah, y'all are
mean,
stacked.
that's a solid.
So
solid five.
y'all should win the
it's a-
chip, is what you're saying.
Yes.
I'm good, love. I'm good on that.
What are your but
This
like
is
what
the year
do you
that they
this,
should.
this is
They
the
should-
year
they should-
you
they
think
should
it's
have won it
happening
last year.
You think it's happening? Like realistic, if you're like, yo, like
you want me to predict it? You're saying
if somebody was like, yo, Mark,
Stradamus.
if someone was like, Mark, like all the money that you got to put down all the money in your bank account right now on a team
to win.
on a team to win it.
I'll put my $7 on the Boston.
it's either between them or the Suns for me.
So you think that's gonna be the
But-
NBA final? That's gonna be the matchup.
No, I mean because they could have health problems, health issues, or Devin Booker could choke, like and play horribly like he did last year in the playoffs against Dallas. And I mean, it depends. I mean, there's so many things and factors, but I guess
but like right now, if
Mark,
someone was
on
like, yo,
paper,
bro.
on paper, I'll put my money on the
verbally.
Celtics.
I want your
Bro,
gut
on words,
feeling, bro.
on
I said, I'm saying right now,
on
the Celtics.
podcast.
The Celtics. So,
The Celtics.
So you were going with
Yeah.
the Boston Celtics.
Bugging.
All right.
Immediately,
The Boston
out the
Celtics, NBA champions 2023, according to Mark.
Yeah, and God will probably punish me for saying that and
No,
make
because
them
I'm
lose next game.
going around the table. Ariel,
Lakers.
you're sticking with the Lakers?
Bro, I want the Lakers to win every single year, bro.
Okay, of course you want them to win. It's your team. You want everybody. Of course you'd want them to win. Do you think they will?
I'm saying like,
Is the
yo,
question.
someone has your laptop hostage. They're like, yo, I'm dumping this down the Hudson River right now, unless
Or-
you put down all your money on the team that you absolutely think is going to win the NBA championship.
I could buy another Mac, Lakers.
So you don't think that they're gonna win? That's basically what you just said.
Wait, but he said that.
Nah, he going Lakers, bro.
He's saying, like, if you don't choose a team, I'm going to dump your Mac down the... Oh, wait. Is that what you were saying?
Yeah.
No, you got. I'm saying, who do you in your gut feeling?
Yeah, the Lakers, bro. All
right, sounds
day.
good.
You think they're gonna win? Okay.
Why not?
Oh
Why
my
not?
God, that's
Why
gonna
not?
be your answer to. Okay.
But you said Celtics.
Exactly. You
Yeah,
said
but I gave
Celtics.
you reasons.
Okay. All right. The Lakers are going to win basically because Austin Reeves, LeBron James,
Is Heem. Austin Heems.
AD. I'm looking right at the camera for this. You know what I'm saying? I got Dennis Schroeder. Darvin Ham been... Yo,
He
he's been
just giving us the lineup.
Yo. That's basically what Mark did, bro. Come on.
No, but I explained that they're all great defenders. They can shoot. They can do this.
The same everything Mark said, except the
Okay.
Lakers.
Okay.
You think I'm gonna be mature about this, Mark? Of course not. Rick Carlisle looks like Jim Carrey. You have not seen them in the same room at the same time, bro. Bye.
Why are you talking about Rick Carlisle? Why are you talking about? Why are you talking about Rick Carlisle?
He looks like Jim Carrey, bro. What you?
I know, but
gonna do?
why are you bringing him up?
Why not?
So random. He has nothing to do with either of the teams.
It's fine. Rick Carlisle looks like Jim Carrey, y'all. Just know that I told y'all. And Austin Rivers looks like Andrew Tate.
Stop saying that.
It's true,
It,
bro.
it bugs me out.
Look at Austin Rivers and then look at Austin Rivers going like this.
You stupid.
That's a Rivers.
To me, my answer will change depending. So right now to me, I as much as I love my Lakers, and of course I think they definitely have a good opportunity. I just the consistency for me still isn't there. And again, we are playing a good Memphis Grizzlies team. Like this is the number 2 Memphis Grizzlies team with Ja Morant, who's amazing, and we are up 3-2, and now we are going back to LA as previously stated. So, but to me, I need that convincing win factor. I don't need them to bust their ass, although I want them to bust their ass.
Just a wire to wire win.
Like I just because there are some really good, especially last game where they were blocking the shit out of them.
In terms of defense, they go on runs with that, man.
Like,
they know how to put a stop to
that's
it.
what I'm saying. They're very able and capable of being a fantastic team, but I just don't see it throughout the 4 quarters. And for that, to me, when you maybe get a team like Phoenix and maybe get a team like Denver, like they're definitely gonna punish you if you don't stay consistent throughout the 4 quarters.
We got LeBron though.
But again, we don't have.
I know, bro.
We don't have the LeBron. We have the LeBron, which is a little different, a little variation.
Are you pulling a Brooks with this, bro? Saying that he's
no, not
crazy,
not
bro.
at all. I'm just saying, like we can't rely on just him. Like we need to make sure dudes like D'Lo stay consistent on these on hitting
and
shots
AD.
when we're down. AD stay, bro, and AD had a great game today. Like and man, it's all good. Right now, my answer is gonna be the Denver Nuggets, like taking the chip. But again, it can change in about a week or two. Even now, I'm with the Nuggets. Like again, I feel like they're gonna choke eventually. So I'll put the Phoenix Suns just because they definitely do look dominant, but they don't have a bench. I don't know. Come back to me later.
Yeah, during the second round, I'll make like a mature.
He made both
it's
of
more
us
mature.
pick, and he can't even pick. Bro.
Nah, I'm going fucking New York Knicks. Fuck out of here.
Yeah, fuck out of here. Let's go all day, Mark.
You
Hold
heard?
that.
But yeah, yo, I think anything else for the time being.
I mean, Lakers all day. You already know. And Celtics, good luck, I guess.
All right.
But yeah, yo, make sure to come through and chill next week. Maybe next week. Oh, next week you guys are actually going to be able to listen to our Chakudi Iwuji podcast, so that's going to be nice.
Yes, sir.
And then that will give us some time to actually prep what we're going to do for the next following weeks because we don't have any shows. Oh, well, actually, we have Guardians coming up next week.
Yeah, we have Guardians coming up next week. That's
so
crazy.
we will be potting about that.
But after that, we have to think about what we're going to do.
So we will figure it out, and we will let you guys know, of course. But until then, make sure to come through and chill.
Oh, YouTube Friday. I'm going to be live streaming Jedi Survivor.
Oh, okay. I was confused.
Shout out to Mark.
Shout out to Mark for that. Oh, that's Friday?
Slightly took a left turn there.